I want to talk about stick tape. I want to talk about the different kinds, the different colors, as well as the brand that I use. The two biggest brands for stick tape that I know of are StickTape.com and 3M, or Scotch. They're like the same. So when I was in high school, the brand I used was Scotch 3M because they sold it at Lowe's. And anytime I wanted, I can just go to Lowe's, get some white stick tape, and I'm good to go. And when I got out of high school and joined Dark Sky, that's when I was introduced to StickTape.com. I had always known about the company, I just never used them. But they supplied tape for Dark Sky, so I want to compare these two tapes and kind of show you what I'm talking about. So these 6 sticks are taped with StickTape.com tape, and these 3 are taped with the Scotch 3M brand tape. I'm just going to show you kind of how this tape breaks versus the way this tape breaks. So the way StickTape.com stick tape breaks is it breaks just like any other tape would, but it stays on the stick, allowing the protection time to extend. And in my personal experience, my sticks last longer with StickTape.com tape versus the 3M Scotch tape. Here's an example of the 3M Scotch tape. The way this tape breaks is once it's broken, the adhesive is like, for some reason, gone. Like when it breaks, it comes off your stick. It gets stuck in between your rim and your drum head, and it doesn't really provide any more protection. So a lot of times when you're like repping a chunk or whatever, it has a lot of shots. Your tape starts to go, and then it leaves you with a bare shoulder, you know. And then now you're doing rim shots just on an untaped stick, and it turns into this. So that's one instance where StickTape.com tape is better. So now I want to talk about the way the tape feels in general. My personal experience, I hate the way 3M Scotch tape feels. I don't get sweaty hands, but on like a summer day when you're outside and you're drumming, your hands are going to get sweaty. And when that happens, it like smooths out the tape and it gets very slippery. And it's very hard to kind of keep your fulcrum and keep the grip, and so your rhythms start to get wonky and you might even drop your stick. This stick is taped with Scotch 3M tape, and it's already pretty slippery. This stick is taped with the clear StickTape.com tape, and it's not as slippery. That I shouldn't do that on camera. So in general, tape made by StickTape.com is a little grippier, and it's not going to slip out of your hand as easily as 3M Scotch would. So now I want to talk about pricing. If I go to the Lowe's website and I look up the Scotch 66-foot electrical tape, the price is $3.98. So now I'm going to go to the StickTape.com website, and I'm going to go to the standard width, which is 3/4 of an inch. Buy now. It redirects you to LoneStarPercussion.com, and their price is $5. It's $4.99 for a roll. So yes, Scotch wins the who's cheapest game, but I feel like it's pretty fair when you weigh the pros and cons. You know, when you buy the 3M Scotch, you're going to get tape that is okay. You know, it's good, it's solid. But it's not going to protect your stick as well as StickTape.com would, and you're going to pay an extra $1 for that better quality. So I feel like StickTape.com still kind of wins in terms of quality versus price. So now I want to talk about the different colors that both companies have. On the Lowe's website, the 3M Scotch brand has, let's see, black, white, red, yellow, green, and blue, and orange. So they have 7 colors. On the Lone Star website, they have brown, white, blue, orange, lighter blue, green, black, red, yellow, purple, and gray. They do have a clear option as well, but that isn't on the Lone Star website. However, it is on the Zymox website. But it's a little pricey over there, I will say. So sticktape.com has more colors than your Scotch brand. So if your show design calls for a brown tape, sticktape.com is going to have it. The clear tape is my personal favorite tape. I just think it looks really cool. The aesthetic that it shows is it's easy on the eyes. Certain uniform combinations with white tape just kind of freak you out. And a lot of people think you don't have tape at all, and so they're like, whoa, they don't have tape, blah, blah. It's kind of funny. So if you made it to the end, I want to announce a little giveaway. I'm going to give away this roll of clear stick tape. Unfortunately, this is only Southern California exclusive. I leave for move-ins with the Mandarins on Friday, so it would be a little hard to do some sort of YouTube comment type thing and then randomize it and then ship this out. It'd be too difficult to do that. So the rule is the first person to come up to me at the Riverside show on July 2nd gets the tape. You have to ask me, hey, can I get that roll of tape? And if you are the first person, I will say, there you go. If you're not the first person, I'll tell you, sorry, you're not the first person. I'm going to be trying to give away the tape before our lot starts, so probably think about trying to find me when our buses show up. So get there early. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Check out sticktape.com if you haven't already. The link to their website is going to be in the description. I'll also have a link to the clear tape if you want to check that out. And I'll see you later.